President Trump announced that Thailand and Cambodia have agreed to negotiate a ceasefire.
Nghe An. Many villages are still isolated due to flooding.
Efforts to repatriate fallen soldiers back to their Vietnam homeland.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. U.S. President Donald Trump stated that the leaders of Cambodia and Thailand have agreed to meet immediately to quickly reach a ceasefire agreement.
In a post on the social media platform Truth Social on July 26, U.S. President Donald Trump stated, they, Cambodia and Thailand, have agreed to meet immediately and quickly reach a ceasefire agreement. And ultimately peace. He also added, they are looking to return to the trade negotiation table with the U.S., which we believe is not appropriate until the fighting stops. The White House owner mentioned that he had a phone call with Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet and acting Prime Minister of Thailand Phumtham Wechayachai in an effort to restore peace amid 3 days of clashes between the two neighboring countries. He warned both Hun Manet and Phumtham that the U.S. would not sign any trade agreements with either country if the border fighting continues.
On the afternoon of July 26, United 24 Media reported that a flag-raising ceremony had been held on July 24, 2025, with Russian President Vladimir Putin in attendance. The event marked the official launch of Nya ballistic missile submarine and highlighted Moscow's continued investment in its strategic naval forces.
According to the military news site Army Recognition on July 25, the Nyaz Pozharsky is the 7th submarine in the Borei series and belongs to the upgraded Borei class. The submarine is equipped with advanced stealth technology, enhancing its survivability and increasing its missile capacity, making it a key component of Russia's sea-based nuclear deterrent forces. Each Borei submarine carries 16 RSM-56 Bulava submarine-launched ballistic missiles, each capable of carrying multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles (MIRV). During the commissioning event for the Nyaz Pozharsky, President Putin also announced plans to deploy 6 more nuclear submarines by 2030. These submarines will be equipped with the Poseidon system, an underwater nuclear-powered drone.
According to the Provincial Committee for Disaster Prevention and Rescue, as of July 27, floods in Nghệ An province have caused serious damage, badly affecting people's lives, jobs, and property.
The province has reported 5 deaths and 4 injuries. Flooding has swept away, collapsed, and completely buried 377 homes. Nearly 5,000 houses have been damaged, and property has been lost due to the floodwaters. There are 24 schools that have suffered damage, and around 102 locations along nearly 5,000 meters of transport routes have experienced landslides. Additionally, almost 7,000 hectares of rice and crops, as well as nearly 8,000 hectares of perennial crops and fruit trees, have been affected. As of today, 78 villages and 10 communes with 6,577 households remain isolated. In these isolated areas, local authorities are implementing the 4 on-site principle, but residents are still facing significant difficulties regarding food, supplies, and drinking water.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The Quang Ninh Provincial People's Committee has reported that, through DNA samples, as of July 27, authorities have confirmed that the body found in the Hang Trong area, approximately 10 kilometers from the site of the Vinh Sun boat capsizing, is indeed the final victim of this maritime tragedy. The remains have been handed over to the family for burial arrangements. After a week since the capsizing incident in Ha Long Bay, thanks to the efforts and determination of Quang Ninh Province, rescue teams have thoroughly searched every island, dividing into 28 search teams with nearly 100 officials, soldiers, and local residents participating. Now, all missing victims have been located.
Last night, July 26, a candle lighting ceremony was held at the Vietnam Laos International Martyrs Cemetery in An Son. In a solemn atmosphere, Attendees paid their respects and expressed deep gratitude to the fallen heroes who sacrificed their lives for the sacred international duty, strengthening the special and enduring solidarity between the Vietnamese and Laotian peoples. This candle lighting ceremony serves as an opportunity for today's generation to reflect on the tradition of remembering those who contributed to our well-being, reminding them to uphold heroic traditions, build a strong homeland, and maintain the everlasting friendship between Vietnam and Laos.
This initiative is part of the Vietnamese Brands Grow Globally program recently launched by the Trade Promotion Department, Ministry of Industry and Trade, in collaboration with Amazon Global Selling Vietnam. From 2025 to 2027, the program aims to provide comprehensive training and certification in online export for 1,000 businesses. Participants will gain knowledge in product innovation, digital transformation, and brand building to access online export markets. The program will also support 30 national brands in enhancing their international presence through the Amazon platform. Additionally, there will be a series of events guiding traditional manufacturers in transitioning to an online brand development model.
For more than 40 years, a dedicated team has worked on one important mission: to find and bring home the remains of Vietnamese soldiers who died in Laos. They travel through forests, cross rivers, and visit villages to look for clues about where the soldiers were buried. Some team members have been injured or even lost their lives during the search, but they never give up, continuing to explore deep into the jungle and their battlefields to bring these heroes back home.
This is a regular meeting of the Fallen Soldier Recovery Team, maintained for over 40 years. The focus of these sessions is to reinforce the Lao language skills and familiarize team members with terrain models and geographical features in preparation for missions in Laos. This knowledge is crucial for soldiers to communicate effectively and search for clues related to fallen soldiers on foreign soil.
Đơn vị chúng tôi là phải trang bị cho toàn bộ anh em về mọi cái kiến thức.
Before we set off, we must participate in language training and familiarize ourselves with local customs, so we can operate independently in the deep forests for months searching for the remains of fallen soldiers.
Despite challenges, the officers and soldiers of the Nghệ An Provincial Military Command's Fallen Soldier Recovery Team remain undeterred for over 40 years. This team has successfully located and repatriated 13,000 remains of Vietnamese volunteer soldiers and experts who sacrificed their lives in Laos back to their homeland. They have completed records and lists of 7,085 initial burial sites, verified and mapped out search areas, and recovered 9,098 remains. The identities of 1015 fallen soldiers in Laos have been confirmed, and 1352 samples have been collected for DNA analysis and stored in a genetic bank.
Despite the difficulties, Team 515 of Nghệ An Province will continue the search and recovery of the remains of Vietnamese volunteer soldiers and experts who fell in Laos. We will coordinate with various departments to conduct DNA testing for the soldiers and find their hometown addresses.
The journey to search for fallen soldiers in Laos continues. Filled with hope, each trip aims to locate and return as many soldiers as possible to their homeland, Vietnam.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.